Welcome to Maple Grove High School for semifinal number 2 of the Section 5 4A Girls Volleyball Tournament. Our second semifinal pits the Wayzata Trojans against the Rogers Royals. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Andy Gugasberg. And Andy, we already saw the top seed Maple Grove go out in the first semifinal. Kind of an unpredictable second semifinal a little bit too. Rogers has probably been more consistent this year, but Wayzata coming on at the end of the year, including a tournament win over this Royals team late in the season.
Yeah, both these teams are playing pretty good volleyball right now. If you were to ask me who I would have as the favorite, I would say the fans. We're going to be in for a good one. I'm not picking a winner in this one. Both teams have opportunities. Both teams have some roadblocks to get past if they're going to come out on top today.
Rogers in the state tournament 3 straight years when they were in Section 8 from 21 through 23. Those same 3 years, Wayzata was winning state titles, but there's no doubt for them, it's been a different kind of year. They've got 12 losses. They've been a little bit of a roller coaster team, but at the same time, not a lot of people want to play them, I don't think, at playoff time.
No, there's a couple teams that are always going to be a tough out. They're well coached, and it's these two right here. I would never, I've seen Lakeville North come in as one of the top teams in the state and get swept by Rogers when they got served off the court. Wayzata will always be the toughest serving team in the state. They have a game plan and they will go at you and make you regret the fact that you have to receive serve. Both of these teams really do some nice things.
Let's talk about key players to look at in tonight's contest, starting with Wayzata, and a junior, Ellie Osowski's had a good year for them attacking, and also has 200 digs, which is hard to overlook too.
Yeah, Osowski just does it all. Like, she's a violent attacker, swings from the front row and the back row, and is able to dig enough balls that she can kind of minimize what their right back defenders have to do. She covers a lot of ground, does a lot of really nice things, and gives the chance for the Trojans to be in system.
And for the Royals, a couple of coaches' kids on their team, and that includes their senior libero, Caitlin Schmidt.
Yeah, Caitlin has been the little sister for a long time. The oldest, Schmidt, is now at St. Thomas doing some damage up there, but she has really anchored this team. She is the reason they are here right now. The attackers will attack a variety of different ways, but she is a calming presence for them throughout the entire match.
We'll find out next who takes on Champlin Park for the section title Thursday over at Osseo. It's Wayzata and Rogers, our second 5-4A semifinal, on the way next here on CCX.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
And welcome back here to Maple Grove as we get set for the second semifinal match. And maybe a little bit of the crowd has thinned out here, I think, Andy, after Maple Grove, the home team. I think their fans were genuinely surprised they lost. Not that Champlin Park isn't a great team and all that, but I think they kind of thought this might be their year.
Yeah, this was on paper their year. You can't, for a couple weeks, you're the number 1 team in the state, and to lose in the section semifinal on your home floor is really tough.
Rogers with the serve to begin is Emily Hoyt. And we are underway in this opening set. Diving dig made there by Wineland for Wayzata. Now Royals getting into their offense. And just wide with that cross-court shot is Osowski, and Rogers on the board first. Overpass there, and Royals go up 2-0. Not even Eva Swenson could reach that one, the 6'4" setter for the Trojans. And Scott Jackson, the first thing I said when I asked, what do they need to do, he said, we got to win the serve-receive battle. I mean, we got to outplay them in that area, and so far not happening.
Yeah, Rogers really good from the service line this year.
Hoyt again with the serve. Swenson getting it to Osowski, and she'll put it away. And there, great example. The pass was on target, very much so for Swenson, and that felt like Wayzata wants to run things right there.
Good swing into the 6. Looks like maybe it's one play. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Looked like a very interesting defensive formation there for Rogers.
Ava Stendahl into serve here for the Trojans. Off the block and score it for Regan Schmidt for the Royals. Another of the Schmidts. She's a sophomore. 4-1 Royals. Schmidt awaiting the go-ahead, and she'll put it in play here with her team up 4-1. And put away by Culligan. And Bo Schmidt, when I asked him what we need to do, he said, be aggressive all night. Not we need to dictate the tempo more than letting them do so.
Yeah, his team's been to state for 3 years in a row. The first year they were there, they beat Lakeville North, who was the number 1 seed in the entire tournament. Or excuse me, the number 2 seed behind Wayzata. And then the next year they were the 3 and lost to an unranked team because they just play aggressive volleyball. When they're on, no one can stop them. When they're off, they can't get out of their own way fast enough.
Swenson to serve, her team down early 5-2. And a good block thrown up that time, and the Trojans trying to put together a little run.
Osowski and Moore here, really good vision, reading the back set. Osowski's going to get all of the block, though.
Handled off the tape there. They're going to come right back, right side. And a third opportunity, and Culligan puts it away.
Good gator there by Eva Swenson on that second ball, but the third one plays to her left here. We'll take a look at the finish. And that ball right in the hypotenuse corner. Deep one, really hard to defend that space.
Caitlin Schmidt to serve now for Rogers. 6-3 early lead here for the Royals. Osowski tipping, but good hang time there for Kendall Dawson to get the block. Dawson battling a little bit of a late season injury, but back and healthy enough to be out there anyway, playing for the Royals. Off the block, but dug up by Regan Schmidt. And good effort, but they couldn't keep that ball alive, so Trojans will get the side out. Osowski to serve now for Wayzata. They've trailed throughout. It's 7-4 as you look at Scott Jackson, one of the most respected coaches in the state.
100%. Every year I present at the Minnesota Coaches Association summer clinic, and anything he presents on is a full house all the time. Really respected across the state.
Swenson getting it out, and that one's going to be off the curtain, but still alive. And it doesn't. Good job to not be rattled by that ball hitting off the curtain. Of course, it can't go over anything off the ceiling, but on your own side, it's still alive, and the Royals stuck with it nicely. Culligan serving now for Rogers. And this one put away by Finke for the Royals. They have gone right side a lot in the early going here. Culligan serve just too long. Wineland will serve now for Wayzata. Neither team really getting a great rhythm so far here, it feels like.
No, kind of clunky getting out of the chute here.
And denied. Samira Kolalawal getting up for the block for the Trojans.
Bo Schmidt, not a liar. We've seen nothing but aggression from Rogers so far. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Another block. She leads their team in blocks coming in at 76.
Take a look at the vision here. Good cross, press back in.
Yeah, that time Vogt getting that one rather than Kolalawal. Good reach to get to that one as Finke kind of backpedaling there but stayed under control.
Found the edge of the block really well there.
Dawson serving with the Royals up by 2. Swenson with the back set and put away there by Naraki.
Naraki, a fantastic setter in her own right, hitting for the Trojans this year.
And off the block, good job, Finke. That pass was tight to the net, and then set was also pretty tight to the net. She did a lot with that one.
Good body control from the senior. Sophomore. 2 more years we got to deal with her.
Rogers up by 2 here in the opening set. Winner gets Champlin Park in the section final Thursday over at Osseo High School. Ooh, and there is an ace.
Wineland communicating she will take Seema on that next ball. Kind of let Osowski play that one. That's a play that the libero typically should be making.
Quality of the serve again. That one's going to be too strong. So neither team may be able to string a lot of points together either. So we've stayed within a couple points throughout. Alice Fedelson will serve now for Wayzata. And a little miscommunication or lack of communication there. Regan Schmidt kind of went for that ball but didn't fully commit.
And she left. She's gone. Welcome back.
Schmidt running that one down somewhere in the corners of the gym. That one is out. Season started with a Rogers win over Wayzata in 5 in the opener, and then, as I mentioned, Wayzata turned things around at the tournament in mid-October, won them 2 straight. Nice dig by Wineland, and it leads to a kill for Trojans Kolalawal. They are back to within 1.
Great defensive move there and a trust of Kolalawal to stay available and get up as Swenson finds her in transition.
Stendahl looking to help tie it up here for Wayzata. Oops. Little change of mind late there by Regan Schmidt, it looked like.
Set did not allow her to take that ball where she wanted to take it.
Oh, that one was going to be let go, but Schmidt, it hits her up high, Caitlin Schmidt, so the Trojans go in front. That one definitely out.
Even with the space buns, Caitlin Schmidt couldn't get to that one.
Regan Schmidt to serve here for the Royals. We are tied up at 14. It feels like both teams still trying to establish control here. Ooh, that is an ace.
Into the Naraki Osowski seam here. It's a really good location for that serve. Bailing out was Osowski getting ready to go hit.
Schmidt that time into the tape though, so we're even up at 15. Swenson to serve here for Wayzata. And that's an ace. Swenson, team high 50 aces coming in.
Her contact point is so high, and you saw the bottom the entire time. That ball didn't rotate at all. Great float serve there.
Down the line but wide was Dawson. Trojans' biggest lead as they go up 17-15.
Bo's got both timeouts here. I gotta think he's thinking about one here pretty quick.
That one dug up. And it leads to a kill there for the Trojans as Osowski will get it. And they go up by 3.
Timeout, Rogers. Wayzata up by 3 here. Rogers came out super aggressive and things were going their way. Now that aggressiveness is causing some out-of-system errors, and Wayzata just playing Vegas. We're just going to play the average. Most of the time it's going to work for us. And Bo Schmidt himself, a very accomplished beach player and indoor player when he was younger, learned how to do everything super aggressive. He coached at Osseo for a hot minute, where he and TJ Canham did some chaotic things with their offensive system, and he's brought that same concept over here to Rogers.
See if that timeout can break Wayzata's momentum a little bit here as Swenson to serve again, and Trojans up by 3. And Swenson, a rare mistake there.
A little off speed from the outside there allows things to get back to neutral for Rogers.
Caitlin Schmidt at the service line for the Royals. Swenson coming to Osowski, cross court with that one. She'll get another swing here, and just out.
Well-formed block, thought she could find a seam, catches the edge as the block doesn't penetrate quick enough. Hand still going up, giving her the opportunity there.
That one blocked. Good job to stay with it as it hit the net. And a net violation against Wayzata. So Royals get the point. They are to within 2 again as Colligan will serve. Ooh, near collision there.
tough ball, but Dawson did a good job staying with it. Then a nice dig and push just wide. There's a lot of court to aim for there, but Moore missed.
Sometimes we try to be perfect in those overpass situations instead of just fighting to get another one.
Short serve there.
Oh boy, that's tight.
And cross court wide from Finke. Trojans reach 20 here, 20-18 Wayzata. Kind of fits and starts in this one again. Wineland to serve. Off the block and overpass put away by Crawley.
Crawley, really nice job there to stay attentive at the net and take care of that.
Kendall Dawson serving for Rogers. And net violation there against the Royals, so Wayzata will score it. I'd see if Coach Schmidt's going to use a timeout here. Doesn't look like it. Rocky to serve, her team up by 2. And make it 3.
What is he holding on to it for? I'm not sure.
And that time off the block for Regan Schmidt as Hewlett did a pretty good job on a ball tight to the net. Qualley serving here for the Royals. They can't afford to trade points though too much longer, and that one's going to be too strong. I think it's something that Wayzata's kind of been underrated about is waiting for other people to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they've got attacks and all that, but
they don't give anything away.
job to get there by Osowski. Schmidt digging that one up. And a good swing there from the right side by Finke, and the Royals hanging in. They're within 2 again.
Take a look at this right side set. Good delivery, good high extension. And I think Kola Lawal is trying to reach outside her center to touch that block instead of just staying where she is and trust her defense behind her.
Hoyt with the serve, and it's a good one. Nice dig there, and then Schmidt fighting that one off. Overpass to the outside, and Swenson, good effort but couldn't recover. And the Royals win a big point there, 23-22. To within 1 now as Hoyt will serve again.
A little condensation time here. Figured it was either going to be that or a timeout. Scott saves them both.
Maybe it becomes a little bit of a timeout. I think some Rogers fans grumbling that same thing.
We'll get a riot if this is a missed serve.
Swenson to Osowski. Caitlin Schmidt taking it up nicely. Now Regan Schmidt off the block. We're even at 23. Most noise we've heard from the Rogers section so far, and a timeout taken here as they get a little momentum going.
23-23 tied up here, race to 2. Good volleyball here. We still haven't seen either team really take control. It's been an exchange of side outs and then maybe a 2-point run, maybe a 3-point run, but no one has really felt comfortable in this entire match to me. Scott Jackson talking to the 6 on the floor. is a move that most basketball teams do, and volleyball is getting better and better at it. Let the kids that were out on the floor sit down and rest for a little bit while everybody else stands behind or whatever. Farmington does this really cool thing where one of the kids on the bench grabs a chair and brings it around so that the head coach can sit down and face the 6 players that were on the court. I'm like, I'm just about old enough that I need to do that. So we may implement that on the Northern Lights 15-1 team this year.
Emily Hoyt serving. Royals with some late momentum here, catching the Trojans and trying to pass them, and they will. It's an ace, 24-23. What seemed to be a promising first set for Wayzata, now looking like it might get away from them. Overpass here, Swenson winning the joust at the net. And denied, and Rogers will rally to win the opening set, 25-23.
That was unexpected. Let me say that differently. As this set started, I thought that Rogers was the better team, and then Wayzata just kept playing clean and kept doing their thing, and Rogers eventually caught momentum down the stretch, came back to win this one 25-23, and is up to a 1-0 lead to start.
Second set on the way next here on CCX Sports. It's the Section 5 4A Girls Volleyball Semifinals.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranking from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media.
About set for set number 2. It was Rogers closing strong to win that opening set 25-23, and we'll see if their momentum carry over a little bit into the second set, or if Wayzata kind of shake that off a little bit. It sort of looked like it was going to be the Trojan. I mean, they weren't ahead by a lot, but they had stayed consistently up 2 and 3 points till late. And as we begin set number 2, I think that was off hands. It was, as Colligan will get the kill for Rogers. Different field this year, I think, when you get to the semis. There were a few years in a row in this section where you pretty much knew it was going to be Wayzata and Champlain Park in the final. Now we add Rogers to the section. You also have, graduation, so different teams around. And I think tonight's semis were a lot more unknown probably than some of the recent years.
Yeah, even though the Maple Grove loss is a shock, Champlain Park winning was a bit of a shock to people that have been following all year. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. Like, you could have seen it happening. Well-coached squad at Champlain Park, playing clean enough, long enough.
And this one, like we talked about, Wayzata, obviously when you have 12 losses, you haven't been great every night. But on a given night, they've been able, as they showed when they beat Rogers in that tournament. Beat Champlain Park earlier also. And Royals a little trouble in serve receive here, so we are tied up at 2-2. Stendahl serving. Big swing there and put away by Dawson, who is the kill leader coming in by quite a bit for the Royals. It had 259 on the season. Caitlin Schmidt serving and her team up by a point. And nobody home as Wineland didn't get that ball up very much, but they were a little miscommunication. It should have been at least playable.
Right.
Off the block and good as Swenson delivering it to Lucy Moore. Another thing Scott Jackson mentioned to me is he said, I hope we pass enough that we can use some middle stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw right there.
Mm-hmm.
Diving try, but can't keep it alive as Culligan will get another kill here for the Royals. One thing we haven't really talked about, this is actually a very young Rogers team. Only a couple of seniors really playing a lot. Caitlin Schmidt, Emma Sipp, who had the block that ended the first set, and then Ava Hewlett as well. But they've got a lot of non-seniors playing very key roles. That one is wide off of Naraki. And same can be said to a certain extent for Wayzata too.
Mm-hmm.
Put away there by Naraki as Swenson gets it to her. 6-4. Wayzata down by 2. Sowski serving now for the Trojans. And another kill for Dawson.
When she swings, there's a purpose behind everything she's doing. That one, she saw the block, she saw the top of the block, and decided that that's where she was going to go.
There's a time and place for tipping, but she's mostly not in favor of it, it looks like.
Yeah, unless she has 20 feet of open space in front of it, she's going to unload.
Wineland to serve here for Wayzata, down by 2. Well, they'll take it. It wasn't a thing of beauty, but it's an ace. 7-6. Hewlett going way across, and timing was great. Regan Schmidt unloading.
That's a really fun tempo set there on a pass that wasn't quite perfect. Falling away, quick tempo, dies inside. Osowski can't make a move for it.
Volley not close with that one, though. Gives it right back. Any little momentum they were hoping to get from that big play didn't materialize for the Royals. Naraki serving for Wayzata. And that one put away as delivered by Finke. I kind of hesitated because the net was moving an awful lot, and I wasn't sure who caused that.
Who or when or where. Yeah.
Wait to serve now for the Royals. She grazed the tape with that one. And put away by Naraki as Swenson distributing nicely there again. Still too early to say for sure, but it kind of has that feel that we're going to have close ones all the way through tonight. Nobody really establishing long periods of dominance.
Good choice.
Nice dig by Caitlin Schmidt. Come outside to Osowski, just missed the line. Not a bad idea, but didn't quite execute it.
Yeah, there was space there. See if she's able to flush it and move forward here.
Regan Schmidt to serve. Ooh, my, that one had a lot of dive to it. And there is Dawson again, not getting cheated on her swings.
Take a look at this downhill swing from Dawson into the seam of the block, and yeah, nobody's going to get in the way of that one.
Swenson stays with it. Osowski rolling it over. Ooh, good recovery there by Dawson. That time Royals were ready for that quick middle attack, but not for the next one as Osowski puts it away off the block. Stendahl in to serve here for the Trojans, trailing at 11-9. And strong block put up there, denying Culligan.
Good left hand lead from Osowski, sealing that block.
And service error there by Stendahl, and Rogers will go back up by 2. Caitlin Schmidt getting set to serve here for the Royals. And the winner gets Champlin Park, a upset winner in the semifinals over top seed Maple Grove. They beat them in 4. Regan Schmidt the dig, and she'll get another. And they'll get it over and live to keep fighting. But Wayzata calmly sticks with it, and Lucy Moore hammering it home there.
Nothing but applause from head coach Bo Schmidt as a great effort play ends up going the way of the Trojans. See if the Trojans can take this momentum and push it.
Good example too, Wayzata. You expect the ball's going to come back. Even if it seems like maybe it won't, you be ready for it,
Yep.
and that's what they were. But then a service error, and it's 13-11. Both teams want to serve well and aggressively, but they've been misfiring, I think, at a higher rate than they would like to see. Caitlin Schmidt digging that one up. But another strong block thrown up by the Trojans as Moore, I think, getting most of that one. Osowski up there with her.
Wayzata hanging around, can't quite get into it here, but looking to tie it up here at 13.
Finke reaching way back, able to keep it in. Hewlett digs it. Another block. Boy, Wayzata's been blocking the heck out of it lately. Swenson the back set and put away there by Naraki.
Scott Jackson calming his assistant coaches down. It's a net violation that didn't get called. Big swing to finish, though. Naraki into the 1-6.
And that one off the tape and good for an ace. Wayzata surging into the lead now at 14-13. This rally kind of fueled by those blocks, it feels like. Overpass there and put away as getting up was Volt. Playing with a lot of confidence right now, and Wayzata up by 2.
Overpass and hammered home by Vogt, and we're going to get a timeout for Rogers with Wayzata up 15-13. Royals trying to figure out, and the spin around from Bo Schmidt there tells me everything I need to know. He's a little shaken himself. He's got to calm down. He's got to get his athletes calm. and get them to actually just breathe in and breathe out. Remember how they won set 1. It was playing as hard as you can every point. Scott Jackson talking with the Trojans right now as we see Naraki checking in, making sure everybody's on the same page here. How are we going to block? Where's the gun? Where's Dawson for Rogers? Can they get her a ball on the outside here? One small detail at a time. I think we have a Sowski. Is she still at the line? Believe that to be the case. We know the serve is going to have a little pace and a little bit of movement on it. Can it take out part of the offense and get the Trojan block set up a little earlier?
15-13 Trojans. Another good serve. Schmidt jumping in to take that one. Dawson a swing. That time they're able to dig it up. And it's Rogers' turn with a strong block. But not the second time as Vogt getting the kill.
That's a really nice decision long term for Eva Swenson to repeat there. Vogt got blocked, got the next ball back and hit a different shot. When a senior setter does that, she tells you she has faith and confidence in your ability to terminate.
And too strong there from Dawson, and now it's the Royals looking a little bit rattled here. They trail it by 4. Qualley scrapes that one in. That's maybe what they needed to get going a little bit. A little bit fortunate as it went off the tape and just stayed in, but they'll take that one. And now Dawson to serve for Rogers. And that'll be an ace. Pass got away and went off the ceiling, and then really no chance to get that ball coming straight down in a hurry. Ooh, but then Dawson, again, not close with that one.
There have been some big errors here in both sets so far this match.
Kind of get the feeling at times maybe people's heads going too fast, like they're thinking ahead and not concentrating exactly on the serve and just kind of letting it flow.
Yeah.
Finke, aggressive attack right side, and she delivers. Robertson coming in now to serve for the Royals. Another of those seniors that I talked about. Great block by Regan Schmidt. Now the Royals trying to get a little something going there to within a point. That serve was good, and a bad out call there from somebody along the Wayzata bench. Wineland let it go, and it drops in. We're even at 18.
Scott Jackson's seen enough. He's going to call a timeout here. Let's take a look at this great placement of this serve.
Clearly
Just in.
And in defense of Sam Wineland, I heard from up here somebody saying out, so she listened.
And if you looked, as that ball hit the ground, Wineland gave a little look to the bench of, really, guys, really? We'll see how they respond here. Tied up at 18, race to 7 off the timeout. That is that cute puppy. I've got distracted about 5 times during set 1. Gets too close to me, Jay. I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna kidnap a dog, and you're gonna be on your own. Wayzata needs a quick side out here. I believe they have Wineland in the front row with Vogt and Kololawal. Yeah, it's a good rotation for them to get a good swing, because they also have a Sowski out of the back row if they need her. Robertson getting her first action in this service run.
Go right at Wineland again, and Swenson to Kololawal, just like we thought might be coming if things went according to plan for Wayzata, and that's exactly what you get. Rocky to serve now. Trojans leading by 1 after Rogers put together a little run to catch up. Finke cross court with that one, might have been going out. Hewlett to Regan Schmidt, good effort to get it though. And then put away as the Trojans continue to score with aggressive attacks on the left side there. Vogt, 3 pretty key points for Vogt here down the stretch of the second set. Regan Schmidt will put that one away. Good job of not trying to do too much by either the setter or Schmidt there, I thought.
Yeah, just give us something to swing at, hit or do something productive with it, and it eventually will work for you.
Hoyt to serve, her team down by a point. They won the first set. And a big block thrown up there. Trojans stick with it though. Regan Schmidt denied. And Wayzata goes back up by 2.
Take another look at this one. True read into the inside and great block there. Mostly Swenson, but Kolilawal will get credit for it as well.
Tip there, dug up though by Vedelson. Off the ceiling, they stay with it. Great effort just to keep this ball in play by the Royals. Caitlin Schmidt, another dig. Off the block, but that one's dug up. Long rally here. Who's going to get it? And sprayed too long there. Regan Schmidt being aggressive. Really went for it, but missed. And it's a 3-point Wayzata lead.
Bo Schmidt thought that ball found hands. It did not. No line judge saw it either. 22-19 our score.
That one was good. Regan Schmidt able to hit the line with that. And the Royals, I think that was a really crucial point for them if they were going to have a chance still in the second set. Schmidt's serve is good. Second time Wayzata's kind of hoped something was going to be long, and it wasn't. (22-21). Schmidt trying to keep the momentum for the Royals. Osowski, Caitlin Schmidt able to get to it. And they can't get it over though as Dawson hitting the net with that one. 23-21 Trojans.
After that error, Bo Schmidt grabbed Dawson's eyes and was like, that's a good idea. Talked about the aggressiveness they have to stay with. That's exactly what he's talking about.
Stendal off the net and for an ace, 24-21. Timeout Rogers.
Take a look at this one off the tape, and Schmidt tries to make a lean into it but cannot. 21-24 our score. Trojans 1 point away from tying us up at a set apiece, and everything feels right for Stendal right now. You can tell by the look on her eyes. She's comfortable about what's coming off this timeout. Scott Jackson, all business, trying to talk about making sure they know where both Schmidts are, trying to keep Caitlin from touching the first ball and not letting Regan beat them on the third. Tex Quabo, personal fanboy for the Rogers Royals there. I think he's trying to get some airflow going.
Well, I mentioned it to you before we came on, how it definitely is warm in here. I noticed that right when I walked in that first match, and I think the players feeling it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Stendal back to serve. Trojans trying to even things up here as they are in a set point. Outside to Dawson, and she'll get it done. The Royals hanging in. They're down by 2. Caitlin Schmidt serving for Rogers. Tip, crawls over. Tip the other way, and now Schmidt will come right side with it. Denied. Caitlin Schmidt saving it though. And again, and no, now it'll be out, and Wayzata pulls out the win here in the second set, 25-22.
Lucy Moore taking advantage of chaos at the net, swings on the overpass to win set 2 and tie us up at a set apiece.
Set number 3 coming up here. We've traded back and forth throughout most of these first 2 sets, and that's how the scoring is too. Rogers won the first, Wayzata wins the second. Set 3 on the way.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back here to Maple Grove High School, the site for the semifinals in Section 5 4A, as the top-seeded Crimson, after beating Osseo in the first round, fell tonight in the semis to Champlin Park. No surprises in that first round, and I guess you'd have to call that a surprise, definitely. Champlin Park obviously has had a great volleyball history and tradition, but this year Maple Grove was undoubtedly the favorite coming in, and Rebels took them out in 4, and now we wait for our second finalist here as Rogers and Wayzata splitting the first 2 sets. We go to set number 3, Royals serving to begin. Osowski will put it away as Wayzata gets started in style. They lead at 1-0 here to begin the third. Eva Stendahl serving for the Trojans. Great dig there by Vettelson, but that one outside of the antenna. Royals will tie it up.
Stendahl hasn't been cheated. She's flown into these bleachers near us a couple times already.
Regan Schmidt serving. Job to fight that one off. And put away by Culligan off the block. Regan Schmidt again serving here. Osowski, a big swing, but it's dug up and it misses the lights up there barely. He'll fire away again, and despite an effort, Caitlin Schmidt couldn't keep that one in play. Swenson to serve now for the Trojans. We're even up at 2. And Rogers, rare moment of really being off target with that first pass.
Swenson does that to people, though.
That one handled even off the tape. Cross court with it, and good placement for Naraki. There's a lot of court to aim for. Really only one person who had a shot at it.
Rogers playing more of a middle-up defense meaning they put 2 diggers, 1 in each of the deep corners, and then leave their third back row player under the block. If your block is closed, it works well. If it isn't, there's a lot of open space.
Dawson able to get it done for the Royals. To a certain extent, it feels like how she's gone, they've gone. And when she had that stretch where she was hitting everything, that's when they were really succeeding. Caitlin Schmidt serving here. Swenson had a long run to play that one. Tip to the outside. Wineland trying to get it, but couldn't control it. You always wonder in big matches like that, is that kind of nervous laughter or just laughter?
Most of the time there's some nerves involved.
Off the block. Good job to get to it. And score it again for Culligan.
Culligan, big swing in transition on a pass that wasn't great, a set that wasn't much better, but she's still playing pretty fearless.
Royals go in front by a point as Caitlin Schmidt serving. And Osseo, rare big miss for her as she was not close with that one. Strong block put up by Crawley and then knocked wide. Little run here for the Royals as they go up by 3. And they got it over. Dawson then had it blocked. Wow. I was about to concede that point to Rogers, and Wayzata did not concede it.
Lucy Moore, great eyes on the decision here. It's a second contact that could be set, but Lucy Moore knows it's coming and decides to get her hands in the way.
Caitlin Schmidt staying with that one as it crawled along the net off the block. And that one is good. Trojans now get their turn to make a little run.
Vogt into the seam and swings it through to score.
Osseo serving with her team down by a point. And there's Kendall Dawson delivering again for Rogers.
Dawson this time takes it down the line, and Swenson not able to make a move on it.
Culligan now serving for the Royals. They go quick middle, Swenson to Moore. Trojans back to within 1 as Wineland will serve. Finke reaching for that one. Wineland digging it up. And put away there by Osseo.
Ellie Osseo out of the back row. 2 defenders to deal with, and she goes to the right of Schmidt.
We're even up at 8 apiece. Finke had it denied, and Wayzata will surge into the lead now, 9-8. Hewlett having to scramble for that one, and then put away, though, by Dawson.
Osseo took a step on that ball and then thought better of it. Swenson took a step and didn't quite finish the move either. I think I'd like to see Osseo run that ball down so Swenson can run the offense.
And put away there by Naraki. Swenson able to do a good job of, disguising where she's going to go with that ball, or making them a little uncertain which side it's coming from. And Finke, a misfire there. Trojans leading it by 2. And there's a block put up by Kola Lawal. Haven't seen a lot of middle attack for Rogers, and that time it did not pay off.
Yeah, they're very outside heavy. When they go to the middle, it typically catches people off guard, but Wayzata wise to how it happens.
Swenson to Kola Lawal and puts it away. Four-point lead now for Wayzata. Regan Schmidt wiping that one off the block. So Royals back to within 3. It kind of feels like they need to get something going now or it's going to not happen. Robertson had a pretty good run of serves when she came in that second set. And she'll start with a good one there. Swenson to Kola Lawal, had it blocked though. Had it blocked again. Sip doing the job, and that one let it go. Boy, Dawson was just about to play that. Kind of, not sure where the line was as she was backpedaling, and good job of communicating by the Royals to call her off that one. Robertson grazing the net with that one. Regan Schmidt down the line. Was it touched? It was. We're even at 13.
The back and forth of this match is just fun to be a part of. Eva tries to get out to close the block on the outside, can't get there in time, and as a result...
Swenson will attack that second ball.
First time she's called her own number here this match. The good setter knows when to do it and when to cause chaos with it. She scores on the one attempt she's had. May call her own number a couple more times here.
Vedelson to serve for Wayzata. They lead it by a point. That was an ace.
Well, at least it happens on both sides. Heard somebody from the bench yelling out on that one as well.
Another good serve. Hewlett stayed with it, and Sip getting a swing. And Kola Lawal able to sneak that one through the block. Trojans now put together their little run and go back up by 3.
Take a look at this one again. Quick set in the middle, hands across late. There were 6 hands up, but none of them were on the Wayzata side of the net. Point to the Trojans.
And an ace delivered there by Vedelson, and Wayzata now back up by 4. Timeout, Coach Schmidt on the Royals side.
Little miscommunication there between Regan Schmidt and Kendall Dawson on that serve-receive ball. Look to get that fixed here during the timeout. Really nice serving. I believe that's Vedelson that's at the line, and she's going to come back off the timeout looking to go again.
Vedelson second behind Swenson and Aces for the season for the Trojans.
Really does a nice job. Doesn't play all the way around. Comes in, does her job, and then steps out. Rogers' aggression that got them set 1, kind of causing some confusion here in set 2 and 3 now. Look for Caitlin Schmidt to re-anchor this serve receive and take a little more seam, give less responsibility to her sister and to Dawson. There we see one of the last great Swensons to run an offense and call her own number. Stella with nothing better to do on a Tuesday night. I'm sure they had a great practice. They have another great weekend. They went to Indiana last weekend and beat a Hoosier team that had really set the country on fire with how well they were playing before losing a heartbreaker to Purdue in 5.
Another ace as Vedelson comes off the timeout. Still hot. 5-point lead now for Wayzata. And Finke will score it for the Royals as they trim the lead to 4. Finke's had some pretty effective moments considering she's not, getting a ton of swings.
All right.
Hoyt to serve now for Rogers. Pushed over, see if they come back out to Schmidt. That's exactly what they do. Oops, and then a collision. Trojans still do get it over. Overpass there. Wayzata staying with it though. Tip to the outside, and we've seen Culligan succeed with that a few times.
Learning how to play the ball well out of system is a skill that Rogers really masters.
Tough ball to handle there for Hoyt, but they get it back. And then hammered home by Osowski. Trojans go up by 4.
Take another look at this swing from Osowski. She's got room to park a truck down the line and takes full advantage of it.
Yeah, block was definitely shading very much middle there. There was a lot of room around it. Nice dig there, and Royals going to come back to Regan Schmidt, but dug up. Swenson. And there's another kill for Osowski, and there's another example what happened to big setter is able to do for you. A lot of players would have had trouble handling that ball.
Oh, Schmidt going to call another timeout. We'll take another look at this. The late block from the middle is exactly to your point, Jay. Eva Swenson goes up into the plane and pulls the ball back. Because of that, the middle blocker for Rogers not able to get to the outside like she wanted to right away. Osowski feasts on the seam, and it's 20-15. 5 points away from a 2-1 lead are the Trojans. Everything going their way. But I still don't feel completely comfortable. We talked about it in set 1. No one really felt like they took control here. Set 2 kind of had the same clunk to it. Set 3 has been a lot of Wayzata, but I'm still not ready to go, yeah, this is Wayzata's match. Both teams able to go on runs and give up runs just as easily. By that, I don't mean like, of course, if one team gives up a run, the other team gets it, but like, who's in charge of those runs? Rogers can go on a run, and they can get you 5 kills in transition, and then they can get aced 4 times in a row. Wayzata can miss 2 serves and get aced somewhere in there. It goes both ways.
Stendahl to serve for the Trojans as they try and build on this 5-point lead. Regan Schmidt will score it for the Royals. They needed that coming out of the timeout. Regan Schmidt to serve here for the Royals, down by 4, even up at a set apiece. And put away as Osowski's really come alive again here.
Ellie Osowski doing a little bit of everything. Hasn't come off the floor the entire match. A little red in the face, starting to show that she has taken the amount of swings she has.
Off the block, and now let's see. Oh, going to be Wayzata's point. And Caitlin Schmidt going to come over and ask.
Take a look at the replay here. Ball goes up, hits the block, and then I do believe finds a Rogers player on the way out.
Dawson, that's certainly the ruling. It was really hard to tell.
Take a look here. There's no way the line judge has it. Oh, no, that's clean. That should be point Rogers.
They're going to stick with the call. Looks like.
And that's the call. Point Rogers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And now it's Scott Jackson's turn to say, wait a minute.
Shelley and Scott having a little conversation. It's the right call. If I'm Scott, I argue it just the same.
I almost thought when we saw the first replay that it might have glanced off her jersey only.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but then when we got the angle from the other side, you could see it.
And Rogers trying to build some momentum with it as Dawson getting the block there.
Ball died inside, and Osowski still tried to hammer it. She's got to do something a little bit better with that ball.
Caitlin Schmidt serving. Royals trying to fight back. Again, tip to the outside. This time Wayzata winning the battle at the net. A net violation against Rogers, and the Trojans getting pumped up as they take that point.
Yeah, you spin around the net that many times, you're bound to run into it eventually.
Osowski to serve for Wayzata. Overpass here, and that one was up on a tee for Lucy Moore. Five-point lead again for Wayzata.
Yeah, Lucy just waiting, and then taking that one into the one.
Strong serve. Off the block, but they'll get an opportunity here. Swenson coming across with it for Vogt. And too long. Was it off hands? It was. Score it for Dawson. Scott Jackson wasn't quite so sure, but
take a look here. I think that wit did go. Yeah, I think Naraki got a piece of that.
Yeah, it went between her hands. Whether it kind of grazed her thumb or not is the only question. Swenson back setting there, and good reach. That was not an easy one for Naraki, but she did a good job of staying under control. And now the Trojans up by 5 again and a chance to take this third set. Would have been easy for her to get into the net there.
Yeah, really good body control.
Wineland serving for the Trojans. And that one is too long, but it did hit hands. Wayzata didn't think so, but they are going to be outvoted.
Yeah, that came off the left side here. Wait a minute, no it didn't. It looked like it.
I almost thought I heard a second
Right,
contact
I heard
here.
something, but I didn't see anything.
This one is just too long, and it will be a point now for Wayzata. We had some little drama down the stretch here on a couple of calls, and the Trojans will win this third set 25-20 to go up 2-1. The fourth set on the way next year. The winner gets Champlain Park in the section final on Thursday.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
3 close sets. Wayzata winning in the second and third to go up 2-1 here as we head to set number 4. Jay Wilcox, Andy Gugesberg with you here from Maple Grove High School as the winner advances to the section final Thursday at Osseo High School to take on Champlain Park, and that'll be an ace to begin the fourth for Wayzata.
Schmidt with confidence, but was wrong. These things happen. We'll see how they recover.
Bedelson serving to begin this fourth. Off the block and dug up. Swenson getting out there to deny that one. Another crack at it though for Culligan, who stayed with it, puts it away. Culligan not the biggest hitter, but she's effective.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hit it hard, just puts it where you're not.
Regan Schmidt serving. Wineland will send that one over. They'll come right with it this time and put away again by Culligan. Royals go up 2-1. I always feel like, is there a lot of momentum from that third set, but there's ebbs and flows.
Yeah. It matters if you think it matters.
Osowski putting it away there. I feel like sometimes that matters more if one team is the heavy favorite and and all of a sudden you put them back on their heels, but I don't know that that's really the case for either of these teams.
Correct.
Here.
Yeah.
I was asking Scott Jackson, does it feel different to be underdog after they were kind of Goliath there for a while? And he kind of said, well, I don't know, not really. It's still just volleyball, it's still high school kids. And
yeah. What they make of it matters. As a coach, you don't really have much say in it.
Stendhal serving. And put away by Dawson. Caitlin Schmidt will serve for Rogers. We're even up at 3 here in this fourth set. Wayzata leading 2-1 after Rogers took the opening set. And that ace will put the Royals back in front. Schmidt there and under that one. Another good attack by Dawson.
Dawson gets a good set here. Goes in the seam as Moore had to stay close to the middle for just a little bit longer than she wanted to.
Collision there as Swenson tipped that one over. But put away by Culligan, and Rogers some good momentum now. They go up 6-3. Schmidt with the serve again. And a net violation against Rogers as Moore was attacking. So Eva Swenson to serve for Wayzata, trailing by 2 here in the 4th. Wow. I think Kendall's playing with some confidence right now.
Yeah. Another seam in the block, another big swing from the outside.
Royals by 3 as Kinley Culligan to serve. Swenson will come back right side and put away by Osowski. Osowski getting set to serve here. Her team down by 2 in this 4th set. That pass off target. Wayzata will get an opportunity. And put away there by Naraki.
Good clean conversion on a overpass. Didn't take the swing right away, but able to run the offense.
Osowski trying to even things up here. Tip to the outside, but wide. As Qualley got a little too much on that one, and we're at 7-all here in the 4th. And that'll be an ace. Trojans put together a little run to take the lead now at 8-7.
Little pinch and serve receive here.
Finke swinging away, dug up by Wineland, and then Swenson. That one wasn't exactly what they had in mind.
No, that wasn't the play they drew up.
Dawson serving. Ooh, just long. Thought that was going to be another one where maybe the wrong decision was made on letting it go, but turned out to be the right call. Wineland serving now for the Trojans. And Regan Schmidt delivering. Kind of trading points here, trading little mini runs. Robertson in to serve for Rogers. We are even at 9 in the 4th. Ball blocked after Swenson saved it. Ooh, and that ball is on the line. It's good. And there you saw the look on Boat's face, like, ooh, I kind of got away with one there, but that's all right. Overpass there. Ooh, back row there for Osowski.
That one had a little something on it. Take a look at this back row swing again. Good downhill. Again, she goes at the zone 1-6 digger. And that's how you put an exclamation point on it.
Cola Lawal hammering that overpass. Wayzata probably as fired up as I've seen them tonight. They go up by 3 here in the 4th.
Big swing there from the sophomore middle blocker. Really does a nice job. See this here. You bounce a ball inside the 10-foot line, everybody gets excited. Scott Jackson even with a little eyebrow raise there. You don't see that. Anytime I see emotion from Scott, I feel like we should put it on camera. And over the last, let's call it 15 years I've been calling games, I think we might have 45 seconds of footage. When he won his first one, he did put both hands up in the air. And there's been a couple other minor times, but it's not often. It's part of what makes him so great. He's the same guy all the time.
Asking him about this season tonight, and the first thing he said was, I just love working with kids. The wins and losses, yeah, it matters, but it isn't all about that for him, especially once you've already won these championships.
Yeah. Once you've been to the top of the mountain, you really remember how you got there, and it wasn't you had the best athletes, it wasn't you had the best game plan, it was the kids loved each other and you got to be along for the ride.
Rocky serving up an ace out of the timeout for Wayzata. Oops, not the next time though. Emily Hoyt to serve here for the Royals. Vogt getting a swing. That one's dug up. And another block as they deny Culligan.
There's some business mode from this Trojan team right now. Not too high, not too low. Just staying in it, working for the next touch.
Vedelson the serve, not handled by Dawson. 15-10. Schmidt fighting that one off. Off the ceiling, they can't stay with the carom.
Few different times Eva yelled help and everybody looked around trying to figure out who was supposed to take that ball.
Regan Schmidt the serve for the Royals. Toward the bench, they are able to save it. Swenson sending it over. And then a misfire by Dawson. She's had a couple of mistakes of late. Really a great match, but had a couple that she would like to have back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely true. You know, you got to stay aggressive, but when your feet aren't there, there's a different aggressive choice than the one she's made 2 of the last 3 swings.
Stendhal the serve here for Wayzata. Right back for Dawson. They're able to dig that one up. But strong block. Royals getting a key point right there.
Take another look at this one. Big swing into a better block. Coverage not able to make the play.
Caitlin Schmidt. Overpass there. Wineland able to get in and dig that ball. Now they're blocked by Sip. But then it's the Trojans' turn to block aggressively there, and that'll win them the point.
A lot of chaos at the net. Great aggressive play. The point will eventually go the way of the Trojans.
Swenson serving with a 5-point lead. Dawson off the block and good for the Royals. Not surprising that that's where they're going to go when they need a big point. Colligan serving for the Royals. Osowski will deliver.
Out of serve receive, Osowski on the rip. In one, she's going to stay on the right side, and she's found that deep 6 2 or 3 times here tonight. Rogers leaves it open.
Hewlett coming to Finke. Too long with that one. Was a touch? I guess it was. And call it off the block, so the Royals will score the point.
That's a needed use here as Finke gets up and finds an edge. Yeah, I think she got more there.
Schmidt on target with that pass. Now Regan Schmidt. Osowski this time rolling it over. Finke, oh, it's dug up though. She'll go again, and this time they can't dig it as Swenson got part of it, but not enough. And the Royals back to within 3. That felt like a big point for them.
Yeah, good long rally. They kept swinging, they kept going, eventually won this point. See what they're able to do with the momentum.
Oh, the big swing, but dug up there. Tip into the net. Royals are within 2. Boy, when they were down 5, you were starting to think, this might be getting to crunch time for them, but fighting back quickly, and now Dawson to serve again. And sprayed way too long there by Moore. Now all of a sudden it's Wayzata that's really struggling.
And there's the timeout for Scott Jackson. 17-18, Rogers trails by 1, but has all the momentum here on a 4-point run late in set 4. Wayzata up 2-1. Rogers needs this one to force a set 5. If Wayzata holds on to win, they will get Champlain Park Thursday at 7 p.m. at Osseo High School. Right now, looking inside the Rogers huddle. Seems to be a pretty calm space. Last-minute adjustments. They got Osowski out of the back row they got to worry about. I think if they serve tough into the 1-6, that tends to be their best plan of attack moving forward. We did just see Naraki take a second ball. Would now be the time for the, we call it the rope-a-dope, where Swenson doesn't take the second ball even though she's in position to do so, and then Naraki turns on 2 to score.
Off hands there, but Hewlett stays with it. Finke will drop it in. Royals fight back to tie it up. Wasn't long ago that things were looking a little bleak for them. That seems like a long time ago now.
That's such a great spot. Into that deep corner goes Finke again.
And that one too long. Feels like for the first time tonight, Wayzata's kind of looking tight. I mean, like they're trying to do too much or trying to be too perfect. Naraki wasn't close with that one. Ooh, but then a misfire on the serve by Dawson.
Ooh, says the entire crowd. 19-19, here we go.
Yeah, great match, great fourth set here. Wineland to serve for the Trojans. Holly putting that one away. (20-19) Rogers, but just the way it's gone, it feels like they certainly have the momentum, even though it is only a 1-point lead. Robertson too long with that one though, and now we're even at 20.
That miss serve big for Wayzata. That ball falls in the corner. We're going 5.
Rocky to serve. Finke finding some space again. Royals by 1.
Blocking change needs to happen here for Wayzata. They've exposed zone 1, and it's scored 7 of the last 8 points. Another ball, that one in the 1-6 seam.
Emily Hoyt to serve. Scramble here, and Caitlin Schmidt will get it over. Swenson coming across and hammered home there by Boat. I thought Swenson might attack that ball.
So did Rogers. Vogt with a nice hammer there, tie us up at 21. You see two blockers sitting in front of Swenson, meaning it's a one-on-one on the outside. Vogt decided to go where the block gave her, and we're tied up.
Edelson to serve for Wayzata. Block. And they'll come back now to Culligan. Blocked again. Schmidt able to run it down. They'll get it over, but Wayzata trying to build on that momentum from back-to-back blocks. Osowski. Schmidt dives to keep it alive. And put away there by Kola off a quick middle set. Big point for Wayzata. They go up by 1.
21-21, and in transition, you sneak this ball to the middle. That is courage and running an offense, Eva Swenson. Well done.
Outside for Culligan off the block. We're even again.
Scott just looked at his blockers and shrugged. It's okay. You did what you were supposed to do. They just did it better. 22-22.
Regan Schmidt serving here for Rogers. They come right back out to Osowski. Dug up by Caitlin Schmidt, but not quite enough. Wayzata goes back in front. Eva Stendal to serve here for the Trojans. Jim goes silent as she approached the service line. Jackson, ooh, that one might have been going out. Did they keep it alive? Nope, they did not.
Center line violation.
Now we're tied up at 23. Caitlin Schmidt to serve here for the Royals. Swenson setting it there and put away by Lucy Moore. 24-23 Trojans.
Timeout. Rogers, 24-23. Match point off the timeout. Bo Schmidt with a couple thoughts in his brain right now. One, how do we want to set up this serve receive so that they can't attack a passer who's been in trouble recently? That passer most recently has been Kendall Dawson. See if they hide her or at minimum pinch her in serve receive. Let Caitlin Schmidt take about 85% of the court and then see who wants to get set out of serve receive. Wayzata, on the other hand, believe they are now with, is it Stendal serving? No, it's Swenson serving. So she'll get the green light to serve whatever space she needs to serve to get them uncomfortable, and then see if they can commit block to end this thing. Nobody Wayzata would rather have at the line right now.
Been the tight one all night. Rogers won the first by 2 points, then Wayzata winning by 3 and then by 5. Here they go at 24-23. Jackson sneaking that one through the, or Dawson, sneaking that one through the block. And we are even at 24. Culligan will serve. And it's an ace. Royals will pull ahead by 1.
The absolute courage it takes at 24-24 to drop your first serve in front of the 10-foot line is super courageous. That's a great call by her. Don't know if she got it from the coaching staff or if that was just her decision. But 25-24, Rogers back in front. We'll take a look at this serve here. That was on purpose. That wasn't a miss hit. She dropped it there, and nobody saw it coming.
The roller coaster ride that is a section match like this. You know the season's going to come to an end for one of these teams tonight.
25-24, Rogers up, trailing 2-1. Osowski on the rip here if the pass allows it.
Culligan to serve. And that'll be another ace, and the Royals come up off the mat to win this fourth set, 26-24, and we are headed to number 5 to decide our second section finalist here tonight.
Great volleyball so far. Excited to see the finish.
Wayzata and Rogers going to a fifth up next here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back. We are going to a fifth set to decide this second semifinal in the Section 5 4A tournament. Rogers, boy, things looked kind of bleak for them. They were down by 5 a couple of times late in that fourth set. I think Wayzata might feel like that one got away from them a little bit, but now can you wipe the slate clean and get back and play well and play confident in the fifth? Hoyt will serve to begin the fifth for the Royals. Sowski trying to catch him off guard and instead puts that one into the net. Of course, the slow start matters more when you're playing that fifth and you're only going to 15
right.
too. And Swenson gives it to Kolalawal.
Sophomore middle blocker doesn't know any better. Just go up and swing to score. Set 1 of the first match of the year, set 5 of the section semifinal, whatever.
Yeah, they do a good job of putting her in places that she can be effective, just doing kind of minimal amount of things.
Right.
Stendhal with the ace. Trojans go up 2-1. Right side for Regan Schmidt, and we're even at 2.
Take another look at this one. Good back set. Osowski tries to take something away, and the seam in the block way too big. Moore not able to help out. We're tied at 2.
Regan Schmidt serving here for Rogers. That one denied. Come the other way this time. Sowski a swing, and we had a net violation against Rogers. Mulligan. Trojans go in front 3-2 as Swenson to serve.
Osowski's gone off speed the last 3 swings. I'd like to see her get back into that downhill rhythm.
Yeah, it's almost like for the first time tonight she's kind of questioning herself a little bit. Dawson ripping that one home for the Royals. Caitlin Schmidt serving now for Rogers. Swenson giving that one to Moore, and the Trojans score again. And blocked. Dawson, they've made a few adjustments against her. She was kind of scoring at will for a bit of this match.
Good read there from Naraki and from Moore to get in front of. To get in front of Dawson.
Hoyt tying her shoe at a leisurely pace. Might be a little more going on there than it looks like, as might be adjusting it.
Scott Jackson looking on. That's great camera work, guys. There it is. Now we're ready.
Off the block. Good job to get out in front of that one by Dawson. And another big block for the Royals, Culligan. Culligan will serve now for Rogers. They are down by a point. We are in set number 5. The winner goes on to the section final to face Champlain Park. Way too long there for Vogt.
A little tight swinging right now. Both teams.
And too long with that one. Good out call by the Trojans, and they will retake the lead. I guess why should this fifth be any different?
Right.
We've kind of gone back and forth all night. Wineland to serve here for Wayzata. And that one tight to the net. Off the block and put away by Naraki. Wasn't so sure that was cleanly handled by Rogers. It sort of feel like that probably should have been Wayzata's point.
You know, take a look at the end of this here. They thought there was a 4-touch call, but a great finish from Naraki there. She takes it into the seam.
And Qualley is denied. Timeout Rogers, as now the Trojans go up by 3.
Yeah, 8-5. That block tells a story as Qualley got blocked and immediately covered her head, which is not the aggressive play that we were looking for if you're Bo here. Here's the gap set. She gets blocked, and then immediately, instead of eyes open ready to try and make a play, kind of covers up to try and make sure nothing bad happens. 8-5, Wayzata, the underdog here. Could we have 2 upsets in section semifinals? It's looking like that's a possibility. Been here for a while. Some of these fans having a second meal.
Kind of hard, as we said, to picture Wayzata as being an underdog with the history they've had recently, but I think it's definitely probably true based on their record and the seeding. And although I was thinking that earlier today, any of the 4 really did have a chance to win this section.
For sure, for sure. In the stack here, look for Dawson to get the ball on the outside.
Tipped it wide though.
It's the choice. You take your best hitter, you give her the ball she wants to hit and let her do something with it. She just missed. Think on the rip. I like it.
Put away by Qualley. Royals to within 3.
Take another look at this one here. Quick set in the middle, late block. As Vogt had to pay attention to Finke.
Swenson coming right side. This ball close to being out. And there's another attack for Kola Lawal, scoring it to put Wayzata into double digits.
Kola Lawal just gets up and swings. I love this move.
Rocky the serve for the Trojans. Regan Schmidt off the block, dug up. This time blocked. And Vogt will get it done. 11-6 Wayzata.
Feels like the Royals might be running out of road here. Take another look at this transition swing. Off the block and down in front of the off blocker.
Finke using the block there. Royals down by 4.
Finke understands the game plan. Just go get it.
Robertson into serve here for Rogers. They don't have a lot of margin for her anymore. And she'll deliver an ace. Well, they proved in the 4th that they can come back, but you don't want to get too far behind, but they're still very much in it at down 3, make it 2. An ace off the net.
Take a look at this one. Another good serve, another tape serve, and that one falls again in front of Wineland.
Opportunity for the Royals here. Regan Schmidt firing away and scores, and they're to within 1. Any thought that maybe they were on the way out didn't register with them. They have stormed back again. This is the second set in a row where you kind of had the feeling that it was going to be Wayzata's to win.
Take a look at this last point here. A little out of system play, big swing into a seam in the block and down. I don't know if the game plan is to take away line because Schmidt can hit it, but Eva Swenson is sealing that antenna even though the ball keeps dying inside a little bit. I think it's part of the game plan for Rogers to give her that space. We'll see if an adjustment happens. Some concern on the face of the Wayzata faithful. Off the timeout, here comes Naraki and company. Rogers trails by 1, but has all the momentum here in set 5.
And obviously a different thing when you're going to 15 instead of 25, but this has a very much the same feel as the 4th. Robertson, another serve here, and that'll be another ace. Wayzata, nobody's going for it. We're evened up at 11. Ooh, Robertson, that time a service error. Trojans by 1.
Robertson good off the bench to get him back tied up.
Alice Vedelson coming in to serve. Wayzata seemingly on the ropes a little bit, but now they're back in front. Hewlett giving it to Regan Schmidt, and we're tied again. I'll tell you one thing you can just tell by watching her face. She wants the ball in clutch times.
Yep.
Hoyt to serve for Rogers as they try and battle back and take the lead. Good opportunity here to score, and why not? Regan Schmidt again. Rogers up 13-12.
Royals up on another set to the outside that goes in between the two blockers. Take another look. There's a big hole there. You may just want to have Kola Lawal commit.
Pushed over and come right back out to Regan Schmidt, the hot hand. That time blocked. And chipped into the middle by Culligan. And again, Wayzata caught looking. And now a chance to win it for the Royals. Timeout, Wayzata.
14, it was like 10-6, wasn't it? Something like that. 14-12, Rogers up. They have match point. Champlin Park waiting on the other side of this match. Royal fans up and moving. Off the timeout. Osowski's going to get this ball if they pass well enough to get it to her.
Boy, there were a couple of minutes in the fourth set and in the fifth where you thought, boy, it's just going to be too much to overcome if you're Rogers, but they stuck with it. The beauty of volleyball, you don't run out of time, you only run out of points.
Swenson in between Kola Lawal and Osowski. 2.5 serve receive here for the Trojans.
Hoyt with the serve. Ossowski will score it for Wayzata. They are not done yet either. 14-13.
It's an 8-2 run now for Rogers. They were down 6-11.
Stendahl serving for Wayzata. Regan Schmidt a swing, but it's dug up. Tipped, but good coverage. Swenson will come middle, and there's a lot of room for Lucy Moore, and she scores. We are even at 14. Great match here tonight.
Lucy Moore with the big rip. 2 match points fought off.
Stendahl the serve again. Oh, and it's just long, and the Royals will go up by 1. I was wondering whether that was going to be the correct call.
Take another look at this one. I think it's the right call.
Close. That's probably not the best angle to tell. Swenson to Moore into the net, and Rogers will win it in the fifth, 16-14. To be honest, there wasn't that much life in the gym early on, but there sure is by the end. Holy cow, what a match.
Rogers on top. They won all 3 sets in deuces, 25-23, 26-24, and 16-14. Only need to win the right points, and that's the last one. And Rogers does exactly that. Congrats to Bo Schmidt and the Rogers Royals on their win. They will get Champlin Park in the section final Thursday, 7 p.m. at Osseo High School.
For Wayzata, this has got to feel like one that got away. Both the fourth and fifth sets, they seem to be in command, or as much as you can be in command in a match like this, with 5-point leads, and this one's got a sting. So Rogers stays alive and advances. Now, can they come with that same energy Thursday night? I have a feeling they'll be able to do that. They'll take on Champlain Park, as Andy said, and we'll have that one for you on CCX as well as NSPN again on Thursday night. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Tremendous matchup here tonight. Rogers over Wayzata in 5 to advance to the section final.